we're up over $29,000 here from January 15th to May 2nd. And let's highlight the best performing bots of the week. Okay. Our ES 30 range star. This is going to be on the AI system. We're going to start there first. On the ES 30 range star, we're up $5,449. Now, this is, the same bot that we've been talking about for months and months. The one that Robert is up over $60,000 over the last 6 months. He made $60,000 in 6 months trading just one contract. So this week it had another stellar week at $5,449. Then we had the NASDAQ, the 20U sniper this week was up $1,471. That's the 20 Unarenko. And that's really our 1-2 punch, is the 20 Unarenko and that ES on the 30 range, the NASDAQ and the E-mini. Our NASDAQ 30 range velocity drone, which is the bot that's trading the power play. It's up $4,000 for the week. $4,000 for the week, and that's trading one contract. The iBot 24U is up $2,300 for the week. Okay, so let's pivot over to the iBots. The main difference between the AI auto trader and the iBots is the trigger that triggers a trade. The iBots are looking, we have a connection with Kinetic right to the stock market. So we establish a connection with Kinetic that will stream the market internals, and that's looking for a disparity between buyers and sellers on the cash market, the stock market. It's not looking at anything on our trading charts, nothing. It's truly a leading indicator. It's not like a MACD crossover or an oscillator divergence signal. This is a leading indicator that has its finger right on the pulse of the market. Those iBots are extremely powerful bots. The 24U was up $2,300 with very minimal drawdown, $989 of drawdown. The iBot NQ30 range was up $7,600 this week. Had a huge week. The AI NQ Smart Stop 2, which is really the same as the NASDAQ 30 range velocity without the velocity filter. Same strategy without the velocity filter. This week had a big week at $5,200 trading just one contract. Rachel, will you cut it out? Grow up, please. My God. I don't believe it. and our Volkswagen strategy, look at this. Talk about efficient. This is a strategy that we shared with the community in our Discord chat under the strategy collaboration channel. We have our Volkswagen strategy. And that's a bot that's up just under 5,000. One of Suzanne's favorites. I'm curious. I wonder, Suzanne, if you're still here, if that's the one that you used today to get that winning trade. On my computer, it had another huge week. I have no idea who you are, Rachel. Knows about the chargeback. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so $4,800 this week on the Volkswagen. So we've been saying it all along that the ES and NQ are really our most powerful bots. We're really not dogmatic about the instruments that we trade. The only prerequisite is really that they're liquid. There's a very small disparity between the bid and the ask price, extremely liquid instruments, and that they make money. That's it. Those are the only two qualifications. The ODPs were exceptional. ODPs were exceptional this week. Let me show you. The ODPs, what I'm referring to, if you're new, is the 1-day pass templates are our custom prop trading templates that are designed to pass an evaluation in one trade. 1 day, one trade, you're going to go from having an eval account to a funded account, which is your vehicle, your vessel to get payouts. So the 1-day passes this week will start with crude. Crude oil was a perfect 100%. Check out these 1-day passes this week. $3,000, no losing trades. The NQ 2-minute, the retirement plan, up $5,700 on my computer. Its win rate 65%. 65. So that's just about 2 out of 3. If you ran 2 out of 3 evals on this strategy this week, you got 2 funded accounts out of the 3. I'm somebody that likes to underpromise and overdeliver, and I think statistically it's safe to say that 1 out of 3 of these 1-day passes will get you a funded account. Now, listen, you might hit a winning streak and get all 3, and you might hit a losing streak and get none. So that's just the way trading goes. But statistically, I'm very comfortable telling you that 1 out of 3 of these 1-day passes are going to get you a funded account. Okay, so the NASDAQ 2-minute had a big, that's what I figured, Suzanne. Let me answer that question for Richard. Um, how are the bots picked for the daily trade? The daily trade we've been doing since January. What we found was on our NASDAQ 30 range. I'll give you an idea of how we found this. All of our stock, and especially came up with the power play. The power play over the last, but really where we get our decisions on where to choose which bot we're going to trade comes from our leaderboard. I call it the "What have you done for me lately's." The bots that are on the top of my leaderboard today are the ones that are performing the best in this current market environment. So you have to give these bots weight in that decision-making process of which one to trade on your funded account. Okay, it's not a perfect science, but your odds increase significantly when you're picking a bot that's kind of found the ebb and flow of the current market condition. The ES4U and the ES20 range, what I then go do is I look for the week at those particular bots and see what they did for the week. And if I get confirmation that it's done well today and it's been doing good for the week, well, then I'll go ahead and I'll put it on my live account. So we're trading the bots or drones that are performing the best and that the data supports trading it. We're not going to pick a bot or a drone that's getting crushed to trade our live account. I hope that answers your question, Richard. So let's continue with the 1-day passes because it really was Outstanding week. Let's go to the ES30 range. Incredible. Up 7 grand for the week. 88% on the 1 day passes. Just an outstanding week. The gold 1 day pass it looks like it won one and it lost one, about 45%. So this gives you a really good vessel to get yourself some PA accounts. 55% on the NASDAQ 30 range. That one's up 4,200. We also have one running on the Dow. The Dow is at 50%. 1 out of 2. And that bot's up 3,100. So those were the top 1 day passes and the top bots for me for this week.